Oh yeah, we about to get into it tonight, goddammit. Hey yo, they got Puff. Yeah. Yo, the feds kicked in, son. Yeah. Hold on. Niggas got Puff, son. Niggas got Puff, son. They came and got him, y'all. Hey, yo, they came and got Puff, son. It's all to the bad. That's all the fuck I've been saying. I'm traffic. I'm trying to make it to the crib. Like, what the fuck? My phone blinking. Everybody hitting my phone too. Everybody like, yo, Ripper. They done kicked in on Diddy, bro. Damn, I gotta talk about it, y'all. Diddy done fucked up, didn't he, y'all? Man, we knew that bullshit was gonna come back around one day, man. Man, some niggas just do too much, don't it, man? Niggas be doing the absolute extras most, bruh. This nigga Diddy to smack bitches up. He done sign bitches to a production deal and hold them out all at the same time, y'all. What's wrong with this nigga, man? Hey, how you gonna make the artist bust down? You hear me? Hey, man, somebody out there got to feel me, man. Diddy, how you gonna make the artist bust down? I'm just saying, bro. You a greedy dude. You a greedy dude. You a greedy dude. You need the publishing and the Yadarovinsky. You know what I mean? Bruh need a double up. He say the publishing ain't enough. I need the publishing and the the Pune. I gotta say something. I want to say the other P word. You know what I mean? He said I want the publishing and the Pune. Bro, this dude is out of control, man. Hey, look, I can't say, hey, yo, everybody knew it was coming. We knew it had to happen, man, because we seen everything going. You know what I'm saying? All of the signs was in the motherfucking, all of the signs was in the clouds. All of the writing was on the wall. It ain't like a nigga didn't know. Oh, yeah, it's your boy, the original People's Champ, Spade Ripper, by the way. Can't spell Spade without the paid in the middle. In case you didn't know, fuck the ops, firing up unpack. Firing up unpack as we speak. But yeah, I'm tripping off this Diddy nigga gang. This nigga right here, bro. This nigga done beat bitches up. He done did everything, bro. He got all kind of wild allegations. Him and Meek Mill allegations and all of that, man. I'm gonna have to get out here on this internet and see what I can find out here for us to sit back and you know what I'm saying, comb through and see what the fuck is what with the what the fuck is up with the what's up. You know what I'm saying? Ah, man, I can't believe this. Somebody said they seen Tupac face in the clouds today, and he was smiling, bro. I was hollering, son. They say Pac face was in the cloud. Pac face formed in the clouds today, y'all. The ghost of Tupac is haunting these niggas. Got these niggas punching the air right now. You know what I'm saying? I've really been thinking about all that Keefy D shit anyway, too, because I've just been wondering, like, what's really going to become of all of that he got going over there. It seems like it's going to go down like the Kennedy assassination over there. You feel me? Let's see. Miami Herald. Diddy Combs arrested by federal agents in New York amid sex trafficking. Look at this picture they use of this nigga, too. Look, federal agents arrested Sean Diddy Combs in New York City on Monday night, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office. Fuck. Earlier this evening, federal agents arrested Sean Combs based on the sealed indictment filed by the Southern District of New York. Southern District, I believe that's because Manhattan, I believe Manhattan is down bottom, you know. Yeah, Damian Williams, U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, said in a statement, we expect to move to unseal the indictment in the morning, and we have more to say at that time. So, boom. Oh, shit, y'all. Hold on. They going to unseal the indictment. They talking about unsealing the indictment in the morning, y'all. So, if they unseal the indictment in the morning, I might have to tap back in because shit, ain't no telling what's in the indictment, bro. They saying this is that old S trafficking and I mean, all the extra, what I'm saying? He pimping bitches out and having, what I mean, bust downs pull up with the Tunchi. You feel me? Out of control, boy. That boy was partying hard. Yeah, so in the morning, ain't no telling what we find out, y'all. Let's read along. The embattled music mogul's arrest stemmed from a grand jury indictment, according to the New York Times, which added he's likely being charged with sex trafficking and racketeering. So he got indicted by a grand jury. We're going to have to see what that's about. Open that in a new tab. We might have to comb through the grand jury indictment shit, see if they tell us about that for real. Okay, so he's likely being charged with sex trafficking and racketeering. TMZ in New York Post also indicated that Diddy was taken into custody at a Manhattan hotel. Lord have mercy. Which one? Is it the same hotel from the Drake scandal? I wonder. Combs' legal team confirmed in a statement emailed to the Miami Herald late Monday that the U.S. Attorney's Office is pursuing charges against the Bad Boy Records founder. Please reserve your judgment until you have all the facts, Combs' defense attorney Mark Agnifilo wrote. When your lawyer got a hard to pronounce last name, that's how you know he costed a lot. The harder the last name is to pronounce, the more the motherfucking lawyer than cost. These are the acts of an innocent man with nothing to hide, and he looks forward to clearing his name in court. News of 58-year-old Combs' arrest months after federal agents raided his mansions in Miami Beach and Los Angeles in the wake of a lawsuit claiming he was the leader of a criminal enterprise that could qualify as a widespread and dangerous criminal sex trafficking organization. Damn, that nigga 58 years old. Damn, bro, I can't even lie. I wouldn't have guessed he was that old. That money keep a nigga young, don't it? Read more. Feds raid on Diddy's Miami Beach mansion goes into the night and sex trafficking probe. See, I'm going to open that. See, we're going to have to comb through some of this bullshit, I guess. So, the lawyer's statement says Combs has been nothing but cooperative with this investigation. That was a typo, but see, I know what he was trying to say. Miami Herald, y'all need to do a little better. Y'all got typos in your article. Has been nothing but cooperative with this investigation and voluntarily relocated to New York last week in anticipation of these charges. So while Diddy was out on the street thugging, I know y'all seen him on the gram on DJ Academic's page. He was all in New York outside, fake chilling. He got on the camera, I don't know who was the nigga, who was the cat the old head was talking to. Yo, this my man right here. I'm throwing left and rights for anybody who got something to say. And Diddy was just standing there smiling, what I'm saying, acting like everything is normal and regular the whole time. He knew he was finna get got. Whole time, the only reason he in New York is to turn himself in, y'all. He was keeping his fronts up until the very end. What the fuck, y'all? I can't believe this shit, bruh. This nigga wild, son. This Diddy nigga wild, son. He was all in the streets fronting. He already knew he was going down. We are disappointed with the decision to pursue what we believe is an unjust prosecution of Mr. Combs by the U.S. Attorney's Office, the lawyer said. Sean Diddy Combs is a music icon, self-made entrepreneur, loving family man, and proven philanthropist who has spent the last 30 years building an empire, adorning his children and working to uplift the black community. He is an imperfect person, but he is not a criminal. The representative for the lawyer's office said it is not known when the 3-time Grammy winner will have his first appearance before a judge. This is a developing story and will be updated as more information becomes available. See, it's wild early in the game, y'all. So we gotta let it come on down. We gotta let it come on down in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And then see what the fuck they talking about for real. You know what I'm saying? This shit is, son. That shit, that shit gonna, that shit gonna be an issue like Patricia, man. They saying, you know, the one of the Danity Kane chicks or whatnot got something to do with all of this. Allegedly, you know, everything allegedly. You heard everything allegedly. Everything allegedly on this channel. You heard uh man, so yeah, this Danity Kane John coming out the cut. Then we know we got the Lil Rod situation. You know, he got the cat named Lil Rod suing him. If you ever read that paperwork crazy. That's the paperwork that got Meek Mill in it and Cuba Gooding Jr. and all them cats about what they allegedly did and all that. Man, that shit is man, that's one of the wildest reads I've ever read, I will say, man. Uh Diddy had it going on, man. Diddy had some extracurriculars going on, Jack. I'm definitely trying to get something together. Let me see. We got something to watch right here, man. Because we got to pick it apart. Y'all got to help me pick it apart, man. We all know it come from this Cassidy, not Cassidy, but Cassie situation, man. So that was day one of the nigga troubles right there, boy. When he was supposed to keep her on the team. You feel me? I don't know why he ain't keep her on the team, gang. She knew too much. Y'all been through too much. You can't go nowhere. No, we together forever. I guess he had to let it go because he had to ran through it so bad. But he supposed to already knew that was gonna be a liability. You heard? If he was smart, he would have knew that was gonna be a liability anyway. You feel me, man? You gotta, you gotta work that out. First of all, you gotta not do all that, man. But see, once you knee deep in the game, it's like, you know, y'all ain't been through something. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like your homeboy, you caught a body with or something. Nah, hold on, bro. Yeah, you know, yeah. Now you got a right to be in each other business a little more. Shit get a little extra, nigga. We caught a body again. Hold on, where you finna go, nigga? The nigga, where you was at today? You feel what I'm saying? Niggas there. Hey, now we in this shit together, nigga. Ain't no separating, no going back home. You feel me? When you just being a certain level deep in the game is what I'm trying to explain to you. You know what I'm saying? Once you're a certain level of deep in the game, you can hang it up, Jack. Let's see what we got right here, man. All right, it's time for my commercial. Can't spell spade without the paid in the middle. You heard? SPAIDERPPR.com.
Oh, no, not really. I would go to the party and leave early.
That's why I don't be going to the puffy parties.
That's why we don't be going to them puffy parties. You heard? Hey, don't get caught lacking at the puffy party. You heard? You got to keep some to cover up your drink. You feel me? You gotta stay on point. Don't get sleepy at the puffy party. That's what they say, man. That shit crazy, right, y'all?
The front and the back at the same time.
I don't know what goes on after hours, but
he wasn't trying to find out.
I wasn't trying to find out.
I know that's right.
Into that, I'm fine with it. It's his own. I'm just saying this ain't my motherfucking kind of party.
Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no.
P. Diddy be wanting to party, and you gotta tell him no. Hey, man, look, I can't even hold you. That nigga, I mean, you gotta be satisfied with this level of karma when you from the Tupac side of the fence, man, because hey, you know, it looked like this shit was gonna go on forever.
You got to tell him no.
One recurring element that keeps popping up in these lawsuits is a reference to Diddy's freak-off parties, as he's termed
Not
them.
the
While the
freak-offs,
details
y'all.
may vary case by case,
Not
we
the
know
freak-offs, y'all.
denied.
This nigga Diddy be having the freak-off parties, bruh. And hey, people be getting out their body and then he be holding it up for evidence to extort a nigga later. Yeah, nigga, let me get that beat. Oh, I can't get that beat. Hey, nigga, yeah, let me get that feature. Oh, I can't get that feature. Hey, bro, you know I still got the tape from the party, right?
Termed them. While the details may vary case by case, we know from a swath of testimonies that Diddy was not unfamiliar with hosting hedonistic, drug-induced parties complete with female and male sex workers wearing masquerade masks. These would often take place at some of the most extravagant hotels in the country, as reported by Miami Herald journalist Julie K. Brown. Back in March, Brown described these freak-offs as sex parties so brutal that the young women and men lured into attending them would often...
He freaked off, all right. He freaked so far off that he freaked his way all the way off the grid, didn't he, y'all?
Often vomit and pass out for being drugged, beaten, and raped, sometimes for hours on end.
What did Cassie tell you about these freak-offs?
You know, that he would hire these, like, sex workers and, like, they would have, you know, sex with her or whatever.
Who is she?
He would watch and tell them what to do.
So what was Diddy?
When Diddy's long...
Diddy was setting her out, gang? What was Diddy doing, bro? He was watching. Man, yo, Diddy, this is a lot, bro. A nigga want to be on your side, but you leave a nigga no room to be on your side. You went all the way over the edge, bro. You went over the deep end. Bro, you got drunk with power, gang. This is the type of shit you do when you beating bodies and shit, huh? They say he popped the nigga in LA. I wonder if they're gonna come back allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Promotional use only on this channel. Promotional use only. This all alleged.
Longtime girlfriend Cassie Ventura filed her lawsuit back in November. She opened up about Diddy's constant need to have these freak-offs or FOs every week.
FOs. That nigga, you FO ass nigga. Hey, we gotta say, hey, where that nigga Diddy at, man? Somewhere freaking off.
Week. He would decide on having one at random moments, according to the lawsuit, expecting Cassie to find the location and hire.
Turn up, I will have a freak off, man. Go get a hotel room and find the Tucci.
The sex workers herself. The lawsuit even goes on to name the exact hotels where these FOs.
She left the breadcrumbs. You hear me? She left the breadcrumbs. She already knew she was gonna gaffle them, didn't she, y'all? But maybe she didn't, allegedly. Or maybe she didn't, you know, promotion. This, hey, all this shit satire. You hear me? Don't need, hey, look. They say you gotta understand promotional use only.
Would occur, with the hotels occasionally charging Diddy thousands of dollars in damages afterwards. Cassie's lawsuit goes into excruciating detail on how these encounters were arranged, alleging Diddy forced her to use websites and escort services to find male sex workers.
Websites, escort services to find. Hey, boy, you out. Hey, Diddy, no Diddy, boy.
Specifically instructing her to search for terms like large black penises on the website, as the lawsuit.
What the fuck?
Asserts. He would often involve his assistants as well, asking they provide baby oil and Astroglide to the hotel suite.
This nigga offered to that other shit, ain't he, y'all? He offered to that shit that niggas don't be off into, ain't he, son? You freaking off, boy. Sean, you freaking the fuck off, boy.
Suites, in addition to copious amounts of drugs that included ecstasy, cocaine, GHB, ketamine, marijuana, and alcohol.
That nigga, boy, he on everything that motherfucker Pee Wee Longway got caught with. Do you? Hey, this nigga, that sound like nigga, that sound like a long way load to me, man. No Diddy. You hear me? Long way low, no Diddy. You hear me? You gotta say no Diddy after everything.
that allowed Cassie to disassociate during such events where
She had to get drunk to watch this nigga goddamn me freak off.
Diddy would masturbate to Cassie having intercourse with other inebriated sex workers. He
didn't even goddamn me want her. He just like having her fine ass to set out. This nigga weird.
These FOs would sometimes last for days, according to Cassie.
Days. That nigga was up in that tweet.
Who says she needed to ingest
that shit that Kanye West video was about. Y'all remember the Kanye West video where he had the wax figures of everybody and they was all in the bed and had Diddy and Kim Kardashian and Donald Trump and all that shit. What Famous. The name of that song was Famous. That's what that was about. That shit went over y'all head back then, didn't it?
IV fluids for an excessive period of time after the encounters in order to recover from all the substances her body was forced to endure.
That girl,
Gene Deal, been saying this shit too, y'all. Gene Deal been said on what the fuck is that, Art of Dialogue or whatever the fuck, one of them channels. Shout out to y'all, man, because niggas do be having to stay tuned in and shit. But I'm firing up some unpack, y'all. Fuck the ops, fuck the other side too. You hear me? I was finna talk crazy to the ops, but I'm gonna stay on subject. Why I take a puff of the ops? Look, Gene Deal been saying on his interviews that they was finna crunch down on this nigga. He said this nigga wasn't gonna make it to Christmas. I'm telling you. I wish I had time to find it. I just ain't gonna make y'all dig through the internet with me to find it, but I don't. That's my word. He said that shit. He said that nigga wasn't gonna make it to the end of the year, bro. He knew Gene Deal knew this shit was coming down.
went through some tumultuous shit that she never thought that she would ever have to go through being in the music business.
For Diddy, this was all about power. He wanted total and utter control over the people he subjected to ththese FOs. He dictated every detail from the law.
This freaky ass little dude right here.
Lingerie Cassie wore down to the color of her nail polish, which he demanded must be white so it would, quote, contrast with the skin of the black men he hired to have sex with her, as the lawsuit alleges. The suit also makes it clear Diddy would direct the sexual encounters, specifically telling Cassie where he wanted her to touch the.
Oh shit, this shit crazy. Corey Castle, thank you for the love all the way from Florida. I see you, I see you, I see you. Sad all these things are coming out about the people we grew up listening to. Corey, I know, right? All these people we thought was somebody, gang. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, stay in touch. You hear me? We be blasting off. Always feel free to chime in. Yeah, we grew up listening to these people. They was on TV, they was on the radio. We thought they was living a life that we wanted to live and all of that, man. But behind closed doors, they was really being monsters. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy to think about that. Yeah, they have to protect their asses by saying allegedly, years, yeah, we know you have been naughty, nasty old diddler. Corey called him the nasty old diddler. I love it.
Sex workers while he masturbated and filmed it. As the lawsuit put it, Diddy treated the forced encounter as a personal art project, adjusting the candles he used for lighting to frame the videos he took. It should also be emphasized.
Man, this is so crazy, y'all. This dude was doing too much. It's overwhelming.
That members of Diddy's staff were actively allowing these things to happen too, according to Cassie, as she recalls one alleged instance of being cornered by his security detail who forced her to leave her friends at her 29th birthday party to have a spontaneous FO with Diddy at a nearby hotel, despite expressing clearly to him that she did not want to go. When the pair then returned from the FO, Diddy, still being intoxicated, allegedly grabbed one of Cassie's friends, quote, like a child, and dangled the friend over the balcony of the 17th floor.
Hold on, bro. You can't be dangling motherfuckers over no balcony, gang. You doing too much, bro. He hey, he went big red on that bitch, gang. Why did he do that? Why did he do that? Oh my God.
hotel suite. It's beyond clear that Diddy was a terrifying individual, both in status and temper. He wielded
not the Von Dutch shirt,
an unfathomable level of power.
I forgot about Von Dutch. Niggas was thirsty for Von Dutch for a minute, though, right?
In the music industry, which he constantly leveraged over anyone he could. After all, Cassie first signed to Bad Boy Entertainment when she was only 19 and Diddy was 37. Just the age gap alone is enough to cause concern. Never mind the fact that Diddy also insisted she refer to him as Pop Pop upon learning that was the nickname she gave her grandfather. The two reportedly met for the first time back in 2005 and began dating shortly after Diddy co-produced the Young Star's debut.
Yeah, that's sick. Why would you want to be caught? Yeah, he had a real power trip going on in his mind. He was out of it.
And Cassie to an exorbitant 10-album deal as outlined in the lawsuit, which is an insane number of albums, by the way. For perspective, Taylor Swift released 10 albums over a 16-year time frame.
No, this is not pre-recorded. I'm live right
something
now.
Like this could last. And I can't help but imagine this was
no pre-recording. This is live right now. SpadeRipper.com. You can't spell Spade without the paid in the middle. SPAIDERRPPER.com. Get acquainted. You hear me? Get acquainted. Get familiar with my movement. I got music out. Hey, check out the channel. You hear me? Check out the website. Shout out to Corey Castle, though, because you are commenting, responding, and talking back. I appreciate that. So I'm going to show you some love. Yeah. But I'm checking out this here documentary, though. That's what's pre-recorded, this documentary that we watching. So we can get some kind of aspect of understanding of how we get to where this nigga got jammed up by the feds today. You heard?
One of the very first control tactics Diddy employed against Cassie. Roping her into such a predatory, drawn-out record deal seems to me like another way for Diddy to maintain authority and demonstrate the sheer extent of his influence in the industry. Influence that he would also leverage in 2007 when he paid a promoter to create a fake flyer for an event that didn't exist. It was meant to convince Cassie to fly out to Miami, Florida without her then-boyfriend by using the guise of a legitimate event she had to attend.
Man, what is going on with this Diddy character, man? Oh, y'all hearing
As
what
the
he's
lawsuit
saying,
states,
man?
she was stunned at how easily Mr. Combs was able to recruit others to lie for him. From there, it was a constant
everybody was gonna lie for
flaunting
Diddy.
his celebrity
He got
status and
money, so they
asserting
gonna lie for
possession
him.
and control over her to the point where all aspects of Miss Ventura's life were controlled by either Mr. Combs or his management.
I know that's
companies,
right.
as
Where
the
you
suit
going?
put
What
it.
you doing?
Compounding this all-encompassing
too much. You
intrusion
can't
into
go
her
nowhere.
life, it continues. Mr. Combs secured his control
What
over
make
the
you think
young
you-
and
What make you think you're going somewhere and you know all this about me? Nah, I don't want you going nowhere. Of course, you can't have no friends.
impressionable Miss Ventura by introducing her to a drug-fueled lifestyle that kept her complacent and
Turned her ass up.
reportedly giving out
Turned
pills
her
to
up and
Cassie
turned
as
her
if
out.
they were candy starting in 2008. Not an uncommon tactic for abusers. We've seen it with Jeffrey
Wow,
Epstein
son.
when he would drug the many girls he kept around to intentionally obfuscate their memories later on. With Diddy, the lawsuit alleges he had exhausted his own supply of pills and couldn't get any more for
What?
his prescription, so he demanded Cassie procure prescriptions of her own in order to
What?
keep the drugs flowing under her name. The suit states very plainly that the next decade of Cassie's life was spent trapped in a devastating cycle of abuse, violence, and sex
What?
trafficking at the hands of her former partner and boss. For over 10 years, Diddy refused to let Cassie leave his side,
What the-
taking drastic measures to relentlessly
What?
terrorize the young artist throughout the course of their nightmarish relationship. During an especially strenuous time of her
Terrorizing. They say he was terrorized.
relationship with Diddy in 2011, for example, Cassie was actually in a brief relationship with Kid Cudi
Kid Cudi.
and would seek refuge at his home to escape the wrath of her abuser. Though
How Cudi pull Diddy John?
upon stealing her phone and
How did Kid Cudi pull Diddy John? Diddy was salty. He was like, this little pussy, this little dork, this little goofy.
finding an email
Hey, you know, Diddy was hot when he realized this. He like, you like this goof ass?
exchange between Cuddy and Cassie. Diddy flung into a fit of rage.
Of course he did.
And tried to attack Cassie.
I'm mad for him just hearing about it. I can't even lie. I'm mad for Diddy hearing about it. Like, what?
With a sharp corkscrew lodged between his fingers. She escaped.
What? He was finna do the goddamn
To Cuddy's house that night, only to return later when she felt as though she could never outrun Diddy, and
she had to come on home. Come on home. Come on home. Don't make me send the Goonies over there. Come on home, baby.
His many enforcers. The suit then alleges he hit her and kicked her in the back as she tried to escape again. Her parents later took photos of her bruises from this incident, and after a few months, Diddy allegedly told Cassie that he was planning to blow up Kid Cudi's car.
Bruh. This nigga gonna blow a nigga car up behind her. You hear me? Hey. Hey, ladies, y'all say y'all want a rich nigga, right? Y'all say y'all want a rich nigga, right? Hey, ladies, y'all say y'all want a rich nigga, right? You say you want a nigga at the top of the food chain, right? You want a stepper, right? Is you ready to be what it take? You know what I'm saying? To be with this type of nigga that got this type of shit going on. You think this nigga normal? Nah, this nigga's a motherfucking demon. What the fuck you mean? This nigga behind Tupac, goddamn me, getting smoked, nigga. Yeah, you think this nigga sleep peacefully, nigga? Come on, he know what he did to the earth. He know what he did to planet Earth.
And wanted to be sure Cuddy would be home when it happened. Sure enough, Cuddy's car exploded in his own driveway.
Blew the nigga car up.
Other than a single tweet in 2014 from a man claiming he had heard rumors of Diddy setting Kid Cudi's car on fire for messing around with Cassie, the event remained largely in the shadows until this recent lawsuit, only for Cuddy to turn around and confirm to the New York Times that it did in fact take place. A horrifying incident that further emphasized not only the immense power and connections Diddy maintained, but the depraved measures
with a real Goonie, right?
Cassie compliant. One particularly concerning passage from the
lawsuit
happens on page 22, which notes that in March 2016, Diddy became intoxicated during an FO at the now closed Intercontinental Hotel in Century City, LA, where he punched Cassie in the face, giving her a black eye. Diddy later fell asleep, and Cassie saw an opportunity to escape.
Look, she tried to slide, y'all.
On her way out of the room, Diddy woke up and immediately charged down the hallway after her, grabbing her from behind as she attempted to get into the elevator. Diddy violently threw Cassie to the floor and kicked her multiple times while she laid there in a fetal position before attempting to drag her back to his room. Cassie did manage to soon leave in a taxi, but not before her partner threw a glass vase at her. And
yeah, he wilded out in the footage. I know y'all know the footage, man. I ain't finna go pull up the footage because I don't even want to see it. It pisses me off, man, because he OD. You hear me? He OD. He OD. That's not the project couple fighting on the pavilion. You heard? That's something different right there. That's something. He was, he was shit beyond Ike Turner. He made Ike Turner look. You hear me? He made Ike Turner look like goddamn me. You know, like he wasn't that bad. Like damn, shit.
Using slightly more descriptive language here than the lawsuit because I have actually seen the incident by now, and you probably have too. When CCTV footage of the assault leaked to CNN in May, about 6 months after Cassie made this initial allegation in court. In case you're wondering why this tape wasn't made public any sooner, the lawsuit explains that Diddy paid the hotel $50,000 for the hallway footage from that evening. Who exactly received that money remains unclear, but what we do know for certain is that this footage only solidified what we had already heard about Diddy's abusive tendencies. Following its release, Cassie's lawyer told them,
see, but this would be ill about shit. Y'all don't know who took the payout. Well, why the fuck it ain't a priority of finding out? You see what I'm saying? Y'all, as long as y'all got Diddy, it's cool.
Media, the gut-wrenching video has only further confirmed the disturbing and predatory behavior of Mr. Combs. Words cannot express the courage and fortitude that Miss Ventura has shown in coming forward to bring this to light. The overwhelming media spotlight
the
even
money and
forced
ran,
Diddy
y'all.
himself to come out of the shadows and make his own shitty 1-minute YouTuber apology video. But before we watch that, I want you to hear Diddy's original statement regarding the allegations Cassie and others had made against him in late 2020.
So imagine you at the gig. You know who he paid? He paid the security staff. I mean, 1 + 1 always gonna equal 2. Who the fuck else was watching the cameras? Whose job is it to keep track of the cameras? So whoever's watching the cameras is who going to be the one to alert the authorities and have them pull up and ABC 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? He had to get them more money than they ever seen. Either that's how I look at it, or either they too powerful to go down for it.
23. This past December,
You know, maybe he paid the general manager of the whole fucking hotel. Who knows?
Diddy wrote, "Enough is enough."
Shit. I guess we gonna find out what this indictment gonna say in the morning, y'all.
For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. Keep in mind, he's also talking about the hotel incident here. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. Unfortunately for Diddy, that truth only exposed him as the abuse.
Did his sons get arrested, Corey? I think his son. I think they did snatch up one of his sons. I saw something that said that, but I ain't do my homework on the son getting arrested, so I ain't want to pump that up. You know what I mean? I'm sure they are investing. Who got the payoff? Right. They better be investigating who got the payoff. If whoever took the payoff don't come out, I find that to be suspicious. You know, came forward and took a deal. Yeah, you're right, Corey. They could have. Yeah, they snatched out early. You're right. They turned witness. They turned state evidence on them, man. You're right, Corey. That's an option like a motherfucker. I appreciate you commenting on the channel. I appreciate you tapping in. Yeah.
Abusive, lying monster that he is. On that note, though, here's his apology.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you got to do that.
Right off the bat, I've got to say how much.
Yeah, y'all remember this. This shit was funny as hell. He tried to do the fake, y'all know what I mean? He should let somebody punch him in the face or something. You should have been crying, gang. We need tears, bro. I don't know, fuck, bro. You get Vaseline or something. You feel me? You should thought about the dead homie and then push record on the camera right when the tear was finna fall or something, bro. I don't know what to tell you, bro. But this shit right here, like we over your, you feel me? We was over your facade, nigga. You was coming right back with your vote or die facade. You know what I'm saying? It's that vote or die Diddy face. You feel me? He's so passionate about voting. Y'all have to vote when you know damn well he's standing up there on Tunchi. Whole time he full of that Tunchi.
I hate Diddy doing this little, oh, I'm so sorry voice.
Right. Look at his eyes, y'all. Judge a nigga by his eyes. Look how slimy this nigga is. Look in his eyes. Look in his eyes and tell me you can't see that he a fucking slime ball. Like when you look into the man's pupils, you know, man, that nigga's a dirt ball. Allegedly. You hear me? Promotional use only. This shit satire. You hear me? This ain't the news, nigga. I'm a rapper, nigga. This my motherfucking channel. I'm saying what the fuck I want to on my channel. Promotional use only.
Oh, it's so difficult to reflect on those dark times. Were those times dark for you, though, or for Cassie? Though I don't doubt he's going through some dark times right now. On top of having the Department of Homeland Security raid both of his properties not long ago, the entire world has now just witnessed irrefutable evidence of Diddy being the abusive pile of shit we already knew he was. This is just visual confirmation. The idea that Diddy even thought he could make a video like this speaks to the overwhelming egotistical power trip he's constantly on. We are really witnessing right now the mind-numbing levels of narcissism described so vividly in the myriad of lawsuits. Nothing he says in this video could ever possibly vindicate him.
Ever.
But let's watch him try.
I was f***ed up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses.
Yeah, you haven't been...
Who the fuck wrote that shit? Did Chat GPT write that shit for him, y'all?
Making excuses. You've been lying through your teeth when you tried to say the allegations were all false. You knew this video existed, and yet you still put out that garbage statement denying everything. You've shown you're a deceitful moron, and that's why no one believes you when you say,
I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now.
No, you're not. And no, you weren't. You still continued to abuse Cassie and others for years after this incident. And even if by chance you were disgusted with yourself, you still beat a woman to a pulp. Are we supposed to have any shred of sympathy? You're supposed to be in jail.
That boy was in that hotel tweaked out, y'all, full of that Pink Panther. That boy was full of that Pink Panther, tweaked out, beat bitches up, goddamn me, throwing fucking furniture, goddamn me, fucking it on. What's wrong with him, y'all? What's wrong with him?
Hell!
I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy. Going to rehab.
You absolutely didn't.
Going to rehab.
It didn't work because, again, there are lawsuits from other people who have alleged extremely similar things in the years following that hotel incident. Does he think we just don't know about the other allegations? Are we supposed to take his word on this or something? He already lied.
Hold on, y'all. You know what I just thought about, though? Y'all know who nervous right now? Carisha, Miss Miami shook right now, gang. This shit might spin the block. 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 Motherfuckers out here fucking and doing tunchi moving dope. Goddamn me, trafficking ass nigga. Goddamn country to country. Allegedly. Promotional use only, nigga.
Mercy and grace.
It's kind of impressive Diddy has managed to be in so many movies with acting skills this abhorrent.
I'm so sorry, but I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness.
Well, good, because no one on the planet was going to forgive you anyway. And I have to point out that we aren't the ones that need apologizing to. Go apologize to Cassie, along with the rest of your countless victims, man. I don't know why you're talking to us. Your reputation is gone, obliterated, never to be revived again. And it's laughable to think a measly minute-long apology video on Instagram is even maybe gonna be enough to salvage it. Besides, most people already figured he was guilty anyway. He kind of tipped his hand a bit after he...
Man, they going in on him on this one.
Oh, I don't know. Settled the lawsuit the day after it was filed. It's not really the mark of an innocent man right there, is it?
Man, yeah, it don't look good when that happened, but I mean, I guess it really ain't no but. It didn't look good when it happened, you know. I guess he could have let it marinate for a minute. But shit, yeah, he cashed out the next day.
He made it obvious right then that he wanted these allegations shoved back under the rug as quickly as possible, hoping to bring as little media attention to it as he could. But these efforts ultimately fell flat. Diddy couldn't keep the truth hidden forever, and he absolutely wasn't prepared for the onslaught of lawsuits that came not even a week after Cassie's was settled, blindsided by two more bombshell suits on two separate victims on Thanksgiving Day, making for what I imagine was a pretty uncomfortable dinner in the Combs household that night.
Man, damn Diddy. Damn Diddy. SpadeRipper.com. You can't spell Spade without the paid in the middle. SPAIDERPPER.com. Make sure you log on my website. Check out some of my music. Check out some of my videos. Check out some of these podcasts and all that good shit you heard.
Named
Cash App
Dickerson Neal, who described the substantial and lifetime injuries she suffered as a result of being
$ Spade Ripper.
abused.
Can't spell Spade without the paid in the middle.
Victim of revenge porn that Sean Combs or P. Diddy created and distributed. Joy first came into contact with Diddy back when she was a student at Syracuse University in 1991, sharing some mutual friends. Joy had also appeared in one of Diddy's early music videos and reluctantly agreed to a dinner with the rapper in Harlem. As the suit puts it, getting into Combs' car that day.
What man? This nigga got all kind. I can't keep track of all this he got going on. You know what though? You know what, y'all? Let's go check this other shit out. Let's check out the old girl, the Danity Kane John though. Let's check out the Danity Kane John though. Let's see what the Danity Kane Jones is talking about when it comes to this guy right here. Let's see what the Danity Kane Jones.
O'Day from Danity Kane just pulled up with some more receipts on Diddy, and it's not looking good for him at all because Aubrey did not come to play either. Aubrey's Danity Kane co-member Don Richard filed a messy and explosive lawsuit against Diddy last week, where she accused.
Hey Corey, we can't even imagine who's shaking and nervous right now. Corey, we can't even imagine who nervous is shaking. There's people that we not even thinking about. Background singers, dancers on tour, tour bus drivers that witnessed things go down, but didn't say nothing because it was a part of the famous life. You understand what I'm saying? Chefs that had to come around and cater events, and you see what I'm saying? Saw things. Saw the Pink Panther laid out on the table. Saw, allegedly, all kind of shit going on. 19 years old, with a motherfucking pinky full of Pink Panther at the Diddy party, allegedly. You know what I'm trying to say.
Him of allegedly mistreating the Danity Kane girls and subjecting them to torture-like conditions. She also claims to have witnessed him put hands on Cassie in public and other women. Well, Aubrey is now claiming to allegedly be one of those women who were hurt and mistreated by Diddy.
She looked hurt and mistreated.
Receipts that just might put Diddy.
Aubrey, old hurt, mistreated face ass. She looked at hurt and mistreated as hell in that footage. I'll tell you that.
In jail for
respectful
a long time because the tea she's about to spill is crazy spicy.
Is it though?
Came out of the nowhere because everybody thought that she was still cool with Diddy. I mean, sure, we all started to give Diddy the side eye when it came to his relationships with women, all thanks to Cassie after her explosive lawsuit.
Yeah, buddy.
Cassie's lawsuit also gave more women the courage to come forward.
Yeah,
so far,
she gave him the courage.
7 women who have filed lawsuits against.
They talk about she gave him the courage. That shit, that like a PPP though, boy. They said, oh, they giving out bags over there. They giving out bags over there. Shit, they were popping out of there. Oh, shit. Cassie got a bag. Shit, that nigga beat my ass too. Hey, they wasn't holding back, gang. They ganged up on it. They all called the spiderweb. You hear me? They merged like Voltron.
Diddy, accusing him of inappropriate behavior and misconduct going back about 30 years to the early 90s. Yeah. So yeah, we definitely knew that Diddy allegedly had a lot 90s.
Of... He got 90s. What we
didn't expect was that Don Richard was going to be one of them. For one, she chose to stay with Diddy's label after Danity Kane broke up, and that had people believing that she was something of a teacher's pet. She was a part of Dirty Money, and she also appeared on Diddy's last album, Love, which he dropped in September 2020.
She was willing to do what she had to do to make it. She had accepted what it was. She said, fuck it. I got to use what I got to get what the fuck I want. She understand that, goddamn me. You hear me? She had to bust down. She had to do the bust down Tatiana in order to make it. You understand what I'm saying? She wasn't going to make it without doing the bust down Tatiana. So she like, fuck it, shit. I got to suck dick and sing these songs. Goddamn me. Shit, that's just what it's gonna be. You feel me? She accepted her fate, allegedly. Promotional use only. You heard me, satire.
23, only a few weeks before Cassie's lawsuit dropped. And let's not even get into the fact that she had always talked about how fiercely loyal she was to Diddy and how he was always going to have her loyalty no matter what, because he bought her out of a bad contract. And she said he will always be her forever homie.
Ever since you went independent, do you talk to Diddy?
Not as often as I'd like, but that's the homie forever.
Yeah.
People will never understand that relationship.
How you went independent?
People didn't know that Puff had bought me out of a contract prior to
Oh.
even getting on the show.
Really?
So Puff bought out a contract prior to even getting on the show. So she was already slaved. He slaved her. You gonna bust down. You gonna bust down, Tatiana. Do that, and that, man. Yeah, that nigga there is a monster, boy. He treated her like, you know what I mean, this that Christian Rock shit. You feel me? Like, bitch, you might this that Christian Rock shit. You hear me? Without, you know, being the blue face and putting all your shit on the internet.
I had loyalty to that, you know, and that's a respect that I understand that I loved my group. And I know that it wasn't I chose Puff over my group at the time. It was more of when someone does that, where I come from, you got to respect that on a large level. So I gave loyalty to him. And I think I'll never forget that. And my father and my mother, for what we gone through, we'll never forget that. And I think with all his...
Wow, yeah. You was already bought. Where was you going? What you mean you gonna leave with the group? You can't go nowhere. How you gonna leave with the group? She not making no sense. See, this is why you got to pay attention and listen when people talk. He bought out a contract before the show. So if he bought out the contract before the show, he owned her contract. So even though she might not be signed directly to Bad Boy Records, that's what he holding over her head, bitch. I own your contract, bitch, and I can work you through Bad Boy Records, but you gonna have to go through the gauntlet at this show. You feel me? You're going to have to go through the gauntlet at this motherfucking TV show. And you're going to have to bust down Tatiana. That's just what it was. That's just what it was. He said, bitch, you're going to bust down Tatiana. And you're going to sing when I say sing. And you're going to yada that I mean when I say yada that I mean. That nigga's a fool, boy.
Crazy. I look at things like that as loyalty. So I was loyal to him and I paid my dues back like a businesswoman should.
Right.
Until he
said
the dues are paid, and then I left. Not I'm gonna leave you after you did me something
and then just
a solid and they say, oh, by the way, thank you for buying out my contract, but now I'm gonna go over here. I just never said anything about that. I kept that contract and I never told anybody. I took all the hate that came with it, that people thought I had chose my group. I just took it. Because it's a loyalty
I give
thing
it
for
to
me. It's a respect.
Absolutely.
You know, and I didn't want to get shelved. I didn't want to get like financially and business wise. It just wasn't smart.
Yeah.
So I wanted to pay my dues, so I did, and I always respect him.
Yeah, Corby, you're right.
She also claimed that she had no bad story about Diddy.
That's
yeah,
it.
that Epstein shit was crazy.
It wasn't all great. Yeah. He's exactly what people say he is, but he's also he gave me a shot. I don't have the story that you have. I have I got out alive.
Yeah.
And I got out with a business.
Yeah, you're right, Corey.
And I don't have no bad stories. There was that was only support. So if you do good by other people, they'll do good by you.
So because of this, a lot of people felt the type of way about her lawsuit, and she has also been accused of making things up for a quick payday. However, if you read between the lines, you'll probably realize that she actually dropped some hints that things weren't what they seemed. For example, in the interview, she talked about how much things weren't perfect and how she was lucky to get out alive. It seems like she was scared to tell the truth and was just going along with whatever version of the story Diddy wanted her to tell. And honestly, can you blame her? Diddy allegedly blew up Kid Cudi's car and allegedly bragged to multiple people about how he could make people disappear. So yeah, it looks like Dawn was thinking that she needed to stroke his ego and keep her mouth shut until a time when he was vulnerable enough for her to come forward and tell her truth. And y'all, did she ever spill her truth? In her lawsuit, she backed Cassie up, claiming
Oh man, she finna spin the block and get her get back. She finna spin the block and get her get back, y'all. What the fuck? It's about to go down like the Kennedy assassination, man. Shit. SpadeRipper.com.
That she witnessed Diddy put hands on Cassie multiple times, and that when she tried to help Cassie, Diddy allegedly tried to unalive her. The court document said on numerous occasions, Miss Richard witnessed Mr. Combs brutally beat his
the
girlfriend.
video. Make sure y'all like it,
Like
and
subscribe,
subscribe,
His
like and
persistent
subscribe,
abuse
like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe. Comment in this bitch. Like and subscribe.
included choking and strangling Miss Ventura, striking her with his hands and with objects, slapping her, punching her, and throwing items at her, including a scalding hot pan. On many occasions, Miss Richard tried to intervene, offering Miss Ventura
Hold on. Corey got a question. Do I think he had Tupac unalive? Well, at this point, shit. I mean, Keefy D has said a lot. You know, it's a hard pill to swallow. But, you know, I'm getting used to the idea every day, I guess, that shit. This nigga might have had Tupac killed. Keefy D definitely looked like he's about to try to take P. Diddy down with him, you know. To me, that's what it looked like, you know, allegedly, he might have had something to do with that shit, you know. Keefy D said he was clearly in contact with him, you know. So it's a lot of shit out there about that. I definitely wouldn't mind combing through that on a live stream. I might do that tomorrow night or something. But yeah, because the Keefy D footage is crazy. Like the tapes with him talking about it when he was in the federal confession room. And you know, they recorded his confession. He was saying it then. You know what I mean? And Keefy D is back in jail apparently, and it's coming back up again. So I mean, he was throwing a lot of subliminals. You know, me as a writer and as an MC and as a rapper, I definitely was dissecting lyrics and picking them apart, and I always could tell that from the subliminal. I'm like, these are clear subliminals. You cannot tell me that I didn't hear what I heard, type shit. You know what I'm saying? And I always knew that they was saying it in a coded way. You know what I mean? And it's just wild to see this shit finally come forward. Yeah. He's a mob boss, clearly. He's a mob boss.
Support and
allegedly
encouragement to leave Mr.
SpadeRipper.com.
Combs. Each time, Mr. Combs learned of her efforts to help Miss Ventura and became enraged, threatening Miss Richards' life with statements such as, "You want to die today? I make ninjas go missing, and I end people." And y'all remember how Cassie said that Diddy often put hands on her in public and people never tried to help her? Dawn also revealed that Diddy once punched Cassie in front of Neo and Usher, but they didn't even flinch and continued eating. The lawsuit says Combs hosted a dinner at a West Hollywood, California restaurant, which Miss Richard and Miss Harper were required to attend. Among the guests at the dinner were celebrities like Neo and Usher, as well as Mr. Levine. At the dinner, Mr. Combs and Miss Ventura had an argument.
He raised
in front of the dinner guests, Mr. Combs hissed at Miss Ventura in a screaming whisper and forcibly punched her in the stomach, causing her to double over invisible. Crying. Miss Clark escorted Miss Ventura out of the restaurant, and Mr. Combs remained and continued socializing with the dinner guests.
No, he did. SpadeRipper.com. You can't spell spade without the paid in the middle. SPAIDERPPER.com.
Little Rod's claims about how Diddy had some young girls party in the studio using some not legal substances. Often while they were recording in the studio, Mr. Combs would hold parties where he would invite young men and women who were often scantily dressed and appeared underage to use drugs and engage in sex acts. Miss Richard observed Mr. Combs and his colleagues kissing, groping, and inappropriately touching the young women. Upon information and belief, The participants often left the immediate area to have intercourse and returned shortly thereafter. The lawsuit also talks about how badly Diddy treated girls of Danny D. Kane while producing Making the Band 3 and 4. She said, throughout the productions of Making the Band 3 and 4, Mr. Combs deprived Miss Richard and her Danny D. Kane bandmates of basic needs, such as adequate food and sleep. When Miss Richard or her Danny D. Kane bandmates requested meals or rest, Mr. Combs refused and chastised them with derogatory comments like, "You bees don't want this," or "Y'all are not hungry enough," and "I'm paying you bees to work." It continued. Upon information of Mr. Combs would regularly be awake for prolonged
big old pimp energy, y'all.
He was high on drugs. During these periods, Mr. Combs demanded continuous access to Miss Richard and her Danny D. Kane bandmates, often forcing them to record and rehearse for stretches of 36 to 48 hours without breaks. And the one time she tried to stand up for
without breaks, he was working their ass. Boy, that nigga's uncontrollable.
herself, well, allegedly, Diddy had one of his goons lock her in an unheated car in the middle of winter. The lawsuit says Miss Richard screamed as loudly as she could, but no one responded. It was late evening in the wintertime. The windows were heavily tinted, and the interior of the car was dark except for faint interior lights.
What? Now they locked in the car, gang.
Miss Richards' belongings
this nigga, this in St. Louis, this we call buffalo pimping.
and winter coat were in the studio while the ignition was off and there was no heat. With Mr. Combs' prior threats and violence running through her mind, Miss Richard felt sheer panic, terror, and feelings of claustrophobia at being locked in a small, dark, enclosed space with no way to communicate or call for help. She began to feel cold and feared for her life, not knowing when or if she would be released. Y'all, this situation.
Now, why would he do that?
But according to Aubrey O'Day, Don was not the only member of Danny D. Kane to have gotten his.
He was thugging their ass. I wonder where that one at right there in the middle.
Treatment from Diddy, because she also got treated like that. Looking back, we should have seen the red flags waving in the air because
he was pimping the shit up.
Making the Band was a crazy hot mess. But at the time,
really
reality TV was messy and very toxic, so everybody took it as normal back then. I mean, y'all remember how toxic some other similar shows like America's Next Top Model were? So at the time, nobody really thought that what Diddy did to Danny D. Kane on the show was that bad. However, Aubrey was one of those people who tried hard to fight back
buffalo
against
pimping,
Diddy
y'all.
and didn't take any BS from him. She was very stubborn, and this caused her to clash with Diddy many times.
What do you want to look like, though? Do you want to look like a playboy, playmate? Do you want to look like you?
I'm done with all of that.
No.
Like,
what do you want to look like, though?
I'll tell you.
What do you want to look like?
I ain't never watched this show.
I'm not focused on me. I'm focused on what this group should look like and how I should fit in this situation.
You like big hair, though.
I don't like big hair.
Like big hair. You like
He
big hair.
picking up what?
You like a lot of makeup and all that.
Actually, I don't. I don't like big hair. I don't like certain makeup. I'm very flexible with what you want to do, and I've worked with everything that you've thrown
I'm not
at
seeing the flexibility.
Wow.
You gaming me.
Your hair people came in today and they said this is how it needs to be.
You know what I'm talking about.
Care.
You're pushing your own image.
What?
I'm not worried about whether my hair is straight, curly, whatever. I'm not here in a group to have curly, straight, big makeup, whatever. I'm here in a group to sing with my group.
She holding
That is all
it
I
down.
care about.
I can't even lie.
About to let Diddy pressure
I ain't
her
even
into
mad at
being
that
something
response.
she wasn't.
By the time she finished her statement, she had won me over. I can't even hold you. Like, hey, my nigga, she's saying whatever you want to do, gang. But you know, when you in the crosshairs, you got to catch a bullet.
And she made that very clear to him. It turns out that
She looks stressed out. Look at her face. She looked hella stressed to me.
the real reason Aubrey and Diddy kept butting heads was that allegedly Diddy was trying to get her to be one of his girls on the low, if you know what I mean. Yeah, he supposedly tried to hook up with them. And when they said no, he started acting out and treating them poorly. And to make matters worse, they couldn't really speak up because he had them locked down with an ironclad NDA. So they were basically stuck. Now, after the band broke up, Diddy still tried to control the.
Hey, man. This is some real live buffalo pimping right here. What happened to the other John in the group? I don't ever hear nothing about this John that's on the end over here. I know who these two is right there, but I don't ever hear nothing about the other John. Whatever happened to her? She got the hell away from there. All this madness, huh? She had enough sense not to even he still got out there on the track, y'all.
girls, but Aubrey was not about to hand him the controls. For example, a few weeks after Cassie filed her lawsuit, Diddy made a big show of giving his former artists their masters back, claiming that he was just being a good person. However, it turns out that he knew that Cassie's lawsuit was coming, and he was trying to get some good publicity before the storm of the lawsuit blew up. While he gave the masters back, he said, it's just doing the right thing. I think
seen Mark
we as
Carey
an industry,
interview. He was saying,
as a people, have to look in the mirror and make a shift forward. It's about evolving, leading by example, and reforming an industry that needs it in a world that needs reform. I'll tell you one thing that I do want people to know.
Yeah,
it's not a
publicity stunt
or anything like that. What he didn't mention was that before he handed over the masters, he made them sign an NDA, basically promising to never spill any information about what really went down at Bad Boy Records. At the time, it came off like a nice gesture, but now, with everything we know, there was definitely more to it. Turns out he already knew Cassie's lawsuit was on the horizon.
SpadeRipper.com. You can't spell Spade without the Spade in the middle. SpadeRipper.com. Make sure y'all tune in with me for real, though. Subscribe. You heard?
Was clearly trying to rack up some good PR before things hit the fan. But not everybody was fooled. Some of his former artists saw right through it and refused to sign. And one of those artists were Aubrey O'Day.
It's about $800, $900, some in the hundreds.
Yeah,
okay,
gonna be a problem.
And in order to get that,
out of this,
I have to release him for any claims or wrongdoings or actions prior to the date of the release.
Every one of them. Weta Jones from Total. Y'all remember he had the group Total in the 90s? I know if he did this to them in the zeros, he must have drugged their ass through the concrete. He must have put them through the muck and the mire. You heard? The Total joints need to come on because you know they don't own no publishing, no royalties. You know they not getting no streaming rights or nothing. Come on home, Total. Go on and go get your bag too. We know y'all somewhere thinking about it. Huddling up. Total, go on and come on out and get y'all bag. He made y'all do the freak offs too.
I have to sign
allegedly
an NDA that I will never disparage Puff, Bad Boy, Janice Combs, or Justin Combs' music, or EMI, or Sony ever in public. So what's happening is artists, some of them, not all of them, are being given streaming royalties and ownership back over our publishing on songs that we wrote. At a time when you know that you have to stream a song 1 million times to make a cent. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's hundreds of dollars. And me as somebody that's a girl's girl, I hit everyone in my group and said, absolutely do not take this deal. I can get us a
Really? She said don't take the deal, huh? That shit crazy.
show on Hulu right now.
She also claimed that those masters weren't even worth that much, only about $800 or $900. Definitely less than $1,000.
Damn. So the masters to what? It must be to some songs that's not popping. Everything that's a hit record he hold on to. But like them motherfuckers that's sitting on goose egg and nobody listening to them for 18 months and then get one listen, then 24 months and then another. He said, here, you can have them shits back.
He was out here acting like he was offering some life-changing deal while trying to get them to sign their souls away. But Aubrey wasn't having it. She even convinced the other girls in her group not to sign the NDA either. Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Dill, also confirmed the story.
Gene Dill, St. Louis.
Artists, when he gave them their publishing back. I'm going to give y'all publishing, but y'all can't talk about Janice Combs, Justin Combs, Sony, Bad Boy, or anything that
wasn't capping. Gene Dill do not be
y'all
capping.
Can't talk about none of that.
Everything but he said that came to life.
That didn't say anything, that didn't sign it.
Follow me on Instagram.
And they're able to talk about anything they want to.
SPAIDERPPE.
And I think that's those girls that was, I think Danny came. I think a couple of them didn't sign it.
Because she didn't sign that NDA, Aubrey is free to talk about her time with Diddy. And y'all, she has been spilling.
Oh, she going
how
for her.
Diddy would purposefully pit the girls against each other, causing drama and division. so he could keep control over them.
The stories that we have to tell during a time in music where there were gatekeepers, there were people that owned labels like Puff running things, and the way that the divisions and the divisiveness occurred, and the things that we experienced between each other and us against the system are fucking insane.
She then claimed that not only would Diddy body shame them, but he also tried to hook up with them and got mad when they turned him down.
Thing you could imagine.
Man, this shit crazy.
Why somebody would want to fire somebody.
This shit crazy.
I wasn't willing to do what was expected of me. Not talent-wise, but in other areas.
And were other girls doing?
I was the only one that was in those types of positions. He was the hardest person that you can work for, and it was torture. And not the work part of it, but the other stuff. Mind games, like just all the girls were so divided, and the men and the people running it had their hands in it.
Wow.
Moving everything. It's difficult when you're that young to understand your worth as a woman through the men that I was around, and that was very traumatic. I don't think any of us were children. Diddy would be like, "You're not hot anymore. Like, what happened? You don't have anything. Like, you have any
go down. What they got? What they got, y'all? I'm sitting here looking at this shit. I'm seeing they saying that Carisha, Young Miami, they went and hooked back up with JT. You heard she popped out at JT show in Houston. You see what I'm saying? JT went and won on her ass. She trying to get back busy like she a rapper, because eventually that shit got to spin the block for her ass too. You know what I'm saying? Because they definitely got something on them. They all in that paperwork. I think they in Lil Rob paperwork, allegedly.
Person.
Looking back now, even just watching the show, it's very clear that Diddy was bullying them right in front of everyone. But like I said, reality TV was so wild back then that most people either didn't think much of it or didn't realize how wrong it was. But fast forward to Cassie's lawsuit and all the other lawsuits piling up against him, and folks are finally connecting the dots, realizing just how messed up he really was.
How many years y'all think?
Remember how Diddy was always telling them how to dress and act? Well, turns out it wasn't just
they finna give him football numbers
about their public image. Allegedly.
Hey, Diddy probably be out tomorrow, y'all. Y'all think Diddy gonna get out tomorrow? Diddy probably gonna bond right out.
Them out to other men. He wanted them to look a certain way, the men he was supposedly hooking them up with.
Because I heard him, and
I mean, when you think about it, because he already moved to New York, right? Then he moved to New York to turn himself in a week, so they probably not gonna treat him like the flight risk, like he gonna run to the jungle in the Dominican Republic type shit. They probably let him go. They probably put if anything, they put an ankle joint on him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Buddy done fucked up, man. Chickens is coming home to roost. You hear me? Chickens is coming home to roost. No Diddy. This shit ugly.
I'm giving you this, Aubrey. He stood up there and he said in front of a lot of people, we were in the studio, and I said something to him and walked out the studio. He said, "Yo, I'm gonna drug their ass off and pick them up and pip them out to my to my nigga." He said, "I'm gonna drug them out,
not drug.
I'm get them all on."
He gonna get them hooked on that Pink Panther. He putting Tunchi in everybody's system. You hear me? Molly and everybody drink Molly water before Chief Keef. You heard? Everything contaminated.
Drugs. And I'm gonna pimp their ass out to my. I was like,
Diddy be buffalo pimping.
Somebody kids and walked out.
Well, Aubrey O'Day is also claiming that Diddy allegedly did some horrible things.
Gene Deal must have been getting some fat ass checks, because all that shit he sing, he ain't go nowhere. Hey, Gene Deal seen a lot of fucked up shit, but he was right there for it, wasn't he? I just want to know, at what point did what happened that made Gene Deal go home? You feel me? Because whatever happened that made Jane Deal go home, I wonder, did he finally get fired and now he using it? Or did he walk away? That'll be my question for him.
Things to her too, if you know what I mean. She claimed that Diddy allegedly touched her inappropriately and allegedly tried to SA her on multiple occasions. But not only that, treated her like a slave, and that she had it worse than other girls in the group because she was the only one with the guts to talk back to him and stand up for herself. She claimed that this made Diddy even more into her, and the more she tried to stand up for herself, the more he tried to break her down and get her to bend to his demands. She described it as a toxic situation, and that she was lucky to get away. And she did. And you know the fans have a whole lot of questions and a lot of things to say. And they've been tweeting stuff like Aubrey O'Day been talking about Diddy for years and nobody been paying her any attention. Aubrey refused to sign an NDA. Diddy canceled her because she knows the truth. Too many roads lead to Diddy for me to think it's something else. The truth will come to light, not discrediting Dawn. Diddy is disgusting and belongs in hell. But Aubrey O'Day has been speaking out, vocalizing facts for years, and was painted to look like a deranged, bitter woman who was fired from Daddy Kane. She never backed down from his dirty, demonic behind, even under contract. And Aubrey O'Day will be filing her lawsuit against Diddy.
Man, it's going down. He ain't got enough money to pay everybody. He going on the list with niggas like R. Kelly and niggas like, I hate to even say it, like the list. Dame Dash ended up over there, unfortunately, and I don't even want to dog him. But shit, the word is that he kind of then hit rock bottom. Shit, I don't know. That's what they say.
Next, she's been ready to go to court in her peep toe wedges. Y'all, this situation is absolutely wild and crazy. What a time we're living in. But I gotta know what y'all think about this. Drop your thoughts and comments below, and then check out this next video.
Crazy, y'all. That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy, y'all. What the fuck? What the fuck? He out of there, man. He out of there, y'all. Sometimes you just do too much. Sometimes you just do too motherfucking much.
Night, Sean Diddy Combs has been arrested in a Manhattan hotel this evening after a grand jury indicted the music mogul. His attorney tells CNN that he is currently being processed. The charges are unclear as of this moment. Joining us now is CNN's entertainment reporter Elizabeth Wagmeister, and also with us CNN chief legal correspondent Ellie Honig. Elizabeth, you were a big part of revealing some details about Diddy.
Emotional use only, man. You hear me? You hear me? Fair use and all that shit they say. Fair use. This some CNN shit right here.
His conduct in private over the course of the last couple of months. That video led to a lot more scrutiny on what he has been accused of. What do we know at this point about what this case might ultimately be about?
What y'all smoking on?
Abby, at the moment, we don't know what the charges are. I have information that he was arrested tonight at a Manhattan hotel. He is currently being processed. I heard from his attorney they are still maintaining his innocence. They said that in anticipation of these charges.
SpadeRipper.com. You can't spell Spade without the
Kitchen's holding up to the dog.
SPAIDERPPER.com. You heard?
He relocated to New York last week. And here's a statement that I have from his attorney. He says, "We are disappointed with the decision to pursue what we believe is an unjust prosecution of Mr. Combs by the U.S. Attorney's Office." He goes on to say that he is an imperfect person, but is not criminal. Now, Abby, that video that you just spoke about was a few.
Man. What is going to be in the indictment when they unseal that bitch? And oh my God, it's going to be hell to tell the captain. They fuck around string all this shit together.
Few months ago when our team broke this disturbing video of Diddy of 10 civil suits against Diddy 9 of which he is accused directly of sexually assault. Up until that video, he denied everything. After that video came out, he changed his tone. He apologized for his conduct in that video. But I have to tell you, Abby, just as of last week, a former member of Danity Kane, which was one of the bands from Making the Band, Diddy's show that was on MTV, she sued him for sexual assault and other disturbing allegations, and he denied that. So he continues the denials, and he still maintains his innocence, even though he has been arrested tonight.
And Ellie, not a huge amount of information available tonight, but Elizabeth brought up something that I want you to give us a little bit of insight into.
He done fucked up, y'all.
Diddy is here in New York, in Manhattan. He apparently came here in anticipation that something like this might happen.
He already knew it was going to happen. Y'all hear what they saying? They told him, man, bring your ass to New York, bro. It's only going to be a matter of time. Don't make us have to come find you. He out there flogging and bullshitting on the streets like he don't know he got to turn himself in.
What should we understand about what that might mean? It could very well be that this is a federal arrest being processed here in New York.
So, Abby, there are some important things we do not know, including the specific charges that have been lodged against Sean Combs. But there are some really important things we do know. First of all, based on the attorney's statement, based on our reporting, this is a federal prosecution. It's not a state prosecution.
Oh, my God.
The fact
Worst
that
case
he's being
scenario,
processed
right?
in Manhattan tells me that's the
Gotta
Southern
be
District of
worst
New York.
case scenario.
That's consistent with the reporting that the Southern District of New York had been handling this case. That's the office I used to work at. That's an office that...
Hey, y'all, I'm trying to get some of this CNN, though. Yeah, this all CNN right here. I ain't gonna OD on this CNN footage you heard because y'all already know how they gonna act about that CNN footage. Goddamn, I mean, this shit ugly, gang. What the fuck going on, y'all? They talking about they gonna unseal it in the morning. So when they unseal it in the morning, we're going to have to tap back in because we got to see what this shit really about and who then got trafficked to where, basically, you know what I'm saying? And how they tying it together and who is the witnesses that's against them, you know what I'm saying? We need to know that, bro. Is Meek Mill going to be a part of this? You know, Meek Mill name come back up, bro. That's going to be disgusting, boy. Meek Mill, he better goddamn me make sure his name don't never come back up around Puffy shit again because that shit right there got him hanging on by a thread, if you ask me. Yeah, they finna do him in. That Danity Kane shit coming back to haunt him. I'm wondering where Total at. I'm the first nigga to say, where the hell is Total from the 90s? Because if he had them doing that, then only God knows. Only God knows what he made. What's their names? Keisha and Tasha and them, or whatever their names was. You do in the 90s to be Total. And then he was pushing right before all this went left, he had a newer artist that he was pushing. I wish I could remember that was kind of ambiguous, if you will. And, you know, now it all makes sense that he had that ambiguous artist, if you ask me, because he be freaking off. And that's the moral of the story. He done freaked off. He done freaked all the way off to the point that the world need to know. He up there with R. Kelly. You done did too much freaking. You done did too much freaking, gang. Don't nobody need a... Hey, bro. Grand jury indictment. That boy get arraigned in the morning. So, you know, somewhere between 7 a.m. and noon, man, they gonna have him up early. They'll have him up early, though. Diddy probably gonna bond out tomorrow. If he don't bond out tomorrow, then it's over, y'all. If he can't get no bond, he finna get a football jersey. You know, if he can get a bond, he might be facing 10, 15 on some New York City. Man, who knows, bro? If they finna 40-piece Diddy, I feel like they gonna nail him down with something just to get him down and then start racking up all the other charges that they can to keep him down for as long as they can. Just keep, you know what I'm saying, stacking them on him, stacking them on him, stacking them on him. Cuba Gooding Jr., old extra freaky ass, all in the paperwork with Lil Rob. Allegedly. Boy, these cats be doing too much, man. And Cuba Gooding Jr. didn't have no business being in some P. Diddy paperwork, man. Bro, don't you got enough going on? How many times is your ass gonna... This shit funny, man. This shit funny, but it ain't funny, man. It's really low-key sad, bro. Straight up. It's really low-key sad. Man, make sure y'all liking, make sure y'all subscribing, man. Checking out my good old blogs over here, man. I got a lot of content over this motherfucker. Got the music dropping next month, too.
I like fucking with artists that can be their own artists. Like Chris Calico and Cudi are out on a tour right now. I plan that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no nigga just being on stage with me. I want artists. You know what I'm saying? Spade Ripper is a motherfucking artist. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't got no hands. Oh, facts. I come through like a big dog. Facts. My OGs taught me pimp talk. Facts. My op was talking big talk. Facts. Now his forehead got a big hole.
I like fucking with artists that can be their own artists. Like Chris Calico and Cudi are out on a tour right now. I plan that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no nigga just being on stage with me. I want artists. You know what I'm saying? Spade Ripper is a motherfucking artist. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I'm going to say like this, man. It's wild hard being a Meek Mill fan, I tell you, man. And I'm a straight Meek Mill fan, dog. But, yo, Meek Mill always take a hit, you know, to his, I guess his public profile or whatnot. You know what I mean? It's like, what do you be doing, bro? It's like, 1 minute it seems like you got a manager in public relations, and the next minute it seemed like not, you know. I'm looking, and I see Meek Mill going through it with Whack 100, man. Shout out to Whack 100. You know, he from LA, man. You know, LA ain't no joke, man. Them boys out there, they serious business, man. You know, but Meek Mill trying to have an attitude with Whack 100 because Whack 100, I guess, brought Loose Cannon, his cat Loose Cannon on the No Jumper podcast so he could talk about, you know, whatever he had going on. He brought up Big U and Nipsey Hussle, and he ended up bringing up Meek Mill and said he called Rick Ross and had Rick Ross drop a bag in order to get Meek Mill out of sticky situation out of LA. I guess Loose Cannon was saying he pressed them or he might have robbed them or something, you know what I mean? So it was all bad for Meek Mill, I guess. You know. But if it ain't true, I feel like Meek Mill should not respond to it. So that's what got it looking weird to me, because all of the other stuff that came out on his name that he have not responded to, bro, they was playing with your name wild with the P. Diddy allegations and saying you was doing this and you was having, you know, they was putting you in the same boat that Kendrick Lamar just put Drake in, you know, when you get to reading that paperwork, man, you know. And I just wonder, where was your responses at when all that was going on? Like, not to say, hey, bro, I don't go that way now. Court case or no court case, man, I don't go that way, you know. So it's like, did somebody stop you from commenting on that? And if somebody can stop you from commenting on that, then how come somebody could not stop you from commenting about a robbery that didn't happen, quote unquote, if it didn't happen? You see what I'm saying? So you jump on the internet and you get it back sparking like you don't have to go to LA to get no money, you know. I'm wondering what the Meek Mill tour dates is looking like. I'm really wondering what the Meek Mill tour dates is looking like. And it's like, you're not going to California to get no money, big dog? Man, you know, you might have to see them guys, man, and that could turn out to be real ugly, you know. God be with you. When you get to California, big dog, you know, his social media video of this cat, Ayatollah Marv. Shout out to him. He another heavy hitter, big dog from LA, out there in the LA scene, in the LA politics. Ayatollah Marv be going in on Whack 100 about, you know, who really Pyru and who really not. It's like a battle of the OG, the biggest OGs and whatnot. So Ayatollah Marv and Whack 100 got their own friction, you know, but I guess Meek Mill used the video from the friction in order to, you know, strike back on some social media, you know what I mean? And it's really whack, you know. I be wanting Meek Mill to drop some bars, bro. What's going on? Why that's keeping you from rapping, dog? Like a nice freestyle would have cleared all of it up. You just seen how fast Kendrick Lamar and Drake was dropping back to back, bro. What's stopping you from coming with music, bro? What's stopping you from proving that you the best? What's stopping you from showing us that you still that? You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to sit here and act like we can't see that, you know, it's not chunks and chinks getting torn out your armor, Meek Mill. You know what I mean? With all of this stuff, dog, it's like another allegation, you know. DJ Academics was driving you, calling you Twitter fingers, man. And back then, when he was going in on you, calling you Twitter fingers, I couldn't get it. But this the first time I can say, damn, that's them Twitter fingers, man. That's them Twitter fingers, man. They got you talking. Because I swear, bro, if that robbery did not happen, if did nobody have to call Rick Ross and get thousands and thousands of dollars up out of Rick Ross in order to get you up out of a sticky situation, then it ain't nothing to talk about. Because, and I'm only saying that because your logic is obviously, if you didn't do nothing weird with P. Diddy, then it ain't nothing to talk about, right? So if it ain't nothing to talk about with that, and your manhood is in question, then why is it something to talk about a little ghetto petty robbery, if it even happens? That's what got me saying, yo, well, Meek Mill must have got robbed. Because why he mad at? And then Whack 100 said something real as it get, bro. Be mad at you got to be mad at who mouth it came out of. You got to be mad at whoever said it. You don't be mad at the person who brought them in for the interview to say it. That man said that about you. That man said he robbed you. Get on Loose Cannon. Drop a record, talk about Loose Cannon. Get on your Instagram story and go up and get at Loose Cannon. His wave is not to get on Whack. What Whack 100 got to do with what came up out of his mouth? That's all I'm saying, bro. For real. We gotta do better, Meek Mill. You know, we out here, man. We want to support you, man. There's people out here that still got love for you, want to see you win, man. You know, protect the brand, gang. Straight up, stay out pettiness, man. Where your records at, man? You feel me? Don't come. You one of them dudes, man, that can fight until you get punched in the face. That's what you just showed us, man. You was nice with the fighting. You was shadow boxing. You was ducking and weaving. You was.
That can be their own artists. Like Chris Calico and Cuddy are out on the tour right now. I'm playing that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them niggas just being on stage with me. I want artists. You know what I'm saying? Spade Ripper is a motherfucking artist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, y'all already know what time it is. It's your boy Spade Ripple, the original People's Champ of St. Louis. You understand me? Put some respect on my mustache first and foremost. Don't make me, I get out of character and do it to you. Hey, don't make me do it. Hey, yo, put some respect on my mustache. You understand? As soon as you step into my channel, man, y'all need to wipe your feet, take your shoes off, all that good stuff. Get comfortable, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, in other news, man, I had a cool show with the homeboy Joey Cool. It was lit. He from Kansas City, had him out here in St. Louis, Missouri, kicking it with the zombies. We turned up, we acted a fool, shout out to Strange Music for sending Joey Cool out this way, let's give him a round of applause, yeah. So look, check it out, man. I was thinking about this topic, man. I always be getting into the debates with my homeboys, and they be letting me know what to come here and talk about. So, I have to go on and just go on and put it on the table, But I'll be telling my partners, man, when we talk, man, I don't be feeling J. Cole. J. Cole is not on my top 5. He not on the list for me, man. And I can tell y'all exactly why. Because, man, J. Cole don't have the fortitude to stand the rain, and every great of all time has definitely been battle tested, and every great of all time definitely weathered their battles. You know what I mean? That's part of what make you great and what shows us that you deserve to, go down with the name of hip hop in eternity. You understand what I'm saying? That's a privilege. That ain't just because you nice and you sold a lot of records or who you was down with, because, I'm sure he grinded, but it from a distance, it can look spoon-fed to us, J. Cole's career, but that's neither here nor there, I guess. But I'm just saying, man, J. Cole, you one of them dudes, man, that can fight until you get punched in the face. That's what you just showed us, man. You was nice with the fighting. You was shadow boxing. You was ducking and weaving. You was telling us what you would do to a nigga. You understand what I'm saying? So on the mic, that's you. You might not be a killer or a drug dealer, or you may not degrade women in your music, and that's what you play up to be a good thing about yourself. But this also exposed what the downside of you is also. The downside of you is when somebody start coming at you direct, your knees get wobbly. You understand what I'm saying? Where, you should have addressed it and rolled it out. If it had to be smoke, it had to be smoke, my friend. And don't avoid that smoke just because it had to be smoke, And not saying you was supposed to have some kind of stupid gang war with him or nothing like that with Kendrick Lamar, but you was supposed to stand on your business when you dropped your record, man. You know what I'm saying? By the time I got a chance to even hear what you were saying to Kendrick Lamar, you had already retracted your statement, gang. That was disappointing. I can't rock with that. I think KRS-One himself would have no problem saying the same thing that I'm saying right now. If you one of them ones, you gotta defend it, and not only defend it, you gotta win. That's just the ugly part of it. It ain't just about defending it, it's about winning. I didn't really even try to put no respect on your mustache, J. Cole, until you did the record with Benny the Butcher. When you did the record with Benny the Butcher, that's when I started saying, okay, maybe he is something, because you start talking spicy. But you talking spicy when nobody's talking spicy to you. You see what I'm saying? So it's easy to talk spicy when nobody talking spicy back to you. Because really, you got on Benny the Butcher record, and if we just being real, you tried to blow him out the water. You blew him out the water. You came to overdo it. It's an overkill, and that's only okay if you got that same type of smoke when it's smoke. You see what I'm saying? That verse you spit on Benny the Butcher, Johnny P's caddy, you should have had that tucked in the cut for a day when somebody jump out the window and test you, bruh. Like, I don't even understand not being solid in war when you did all that huffing, bruh. You did a whole lot of huffing, man. So yeah, you don't sell crack in your raps, or it might not be, you know, black genocide rap, but you know, I would say this is a flaw that you have as an MC. And I think that it's no really denying that. Like, you know, when war came knocking at your door, you folded, bro. And that's just the way it went. So nobody, you have to have a zero in that column. You know what I'm saying? So if it come down to you and somebody else on the scoreboard, and all they did was at least showed up to war, we got to get them points over you, bro. We got to get them points over you. And I hope everybody understand where I'm coming from when I say that. This ain't just about the records you sold and all of that, bro. You know, and I know you somewhere living the sweet life. I see you out there riding bikes and not tripping off of rap. And I know you already hit your lick. You got your money. You hit your jackpot. You know, I see you buying cyber trucks and all that. You know, I respect your mustache or your bank account, you know, if that's what we talking about. But as an MC, I'm talking about as a swordsman, as a craftsman, you know, as a man of the cloth of this MC shit, bro, you failed a major test, bro. You failed a major test, and I'm not gonna never give it to you a cop out and let you have it. You know what I'm saying? Just off the strength of who you was with or the records you sold. Yeah, you had a good impact. Recording artists. Maybe you one of the biggest rap recording artists of all times. But this MC shit, this hip hop, this straight, you know, bro, you didn't show up for war, man. Hey, you never retreat in war, bro. You never retreat in war. You never retreat in war, man. We might have went with you, man. You just gotta cook. You gotta go ahead and get on the grill and cook, man. I don't know, bro. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me, man. One thing I gotta let you know though before I go is you can't spell spade without the paid in the middle. That's SPAIDERPPER.com. Make sure y'all hit my website. Check out my social media. You know, stream a couple of my records, watch some of my videos, watch some of my other blogs. You know, I'm out here talking spicy, man. And y'all already know what time it is.
I like fucking with artists that can be their own artists. Like Chris Calico and Cuddy are out on the tour right now. I'm playing that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the niggas just being on stage with me. I want artists. You know what I'm saying? Spade Ripper is a motherfucking artist. You know what I'm saying?
It's your boy Spade Rip. I'm in the building like fucking shit. I'm really tripping off of this Rich Homie Quan, all of this, man. That's so crazy, man. That Rich Homie Quan passed away, man, and then you really start tripping off how young these dudes is, man. He wasn't nothing but, 34 years old or something like that. And then I put more respect on his mustache because that mean he was wild young. That mean Rich Homie Quan was winning as hard as he won. You know, just the fact that he won as hard as he won at the young age that he did, you know, you definitely got to put more respect on his mustache. You know what I'm saying? Because people, I'm not feeling no Rich Homie Quan hate. People try to hate on Rich Homie Quan. I'm not feeling that at all, you know, especially in his demise, you know, and it's unfortunate the way he went. It's unfortunate the way he passed away. You know what I mean? But, you know, it's not often that we see somebody pass away in a fortunate manner. You know, truth be told, if you ask me, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, why hate on them? You know what I mean? I see all the haterism, and it speaks volumes to me, all the people that's in the game that's not like just saying rest in peace. What's the big deal? Like, what's the big deal with just saying rest in peace to a nigga that passed away? You know what I'm saying? Like, we all in the same struggle. When you doing this rap shit and you in this music industry shit, whether y'all make the same type of music in the same genre or not, everybody going through the same struggles, gang. Everybody living the same life. Everybody living the rock star life. Can't nobody really cast a stone at nobody. No genre of hip hop is above another genre. It's not like you know, the boom bap niggas have a purer life or a cleaner life or a better life going on for themselves than, you know, the trap niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, this music industry life is this music industry life. You know what I mean? So I really don't be feeling it how some people really be snobby with it. You know what I mean? Like, I can't appreciate that, man. You know, it's a humble moment when we lose one of ours, you know, somebody that we rock with or somebody that we know type of shit pass away, man. It don't matter if they was your friend or not, or if they made the type of music that you like, man. Because whether that's your brother or not, that's your brother in creativity, that's your brother in passion, even though you know that you may not know that person personally or you not relate to their music personally. To hate on somebody in their death is whack, man. And I think it speaks volumes about people who not showing no love whatsoever. What do it hurt niggas to say rest in peace? You know what I'm saying? What do it hurt niggas to say rest in peace? That's just petty. That's just wild petty, dog. You know? I see all of the chicks coming out the woodworks on Rich Homie Quan. Rich Homie Quan got like 4 or 5 girlfriends coming out the cut right now. Oh, man. Yo, like, the Erica Banks chick came out. She posted her pictures and videos. Then I seen the little chick, he did the 20 versus 1. I seen that little everybody posted their pictures with Quan. They posted their videos. They posted text messages. It's a who had a relationship with Rich Homie Quan competition. Man, it's wild. It's wild. It is wild. It is wild. When a rapper passed away and then like all the extra chicks want to start coming out the shadows. Rich Homie Quan didn't claim you. Rich Homie Quan didn't claim you while he was alive. Then don't start claiming him while he dead. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it, man. It's really tastes and classes, and all of them really trying to set themselves up to get what last little bit of clout is left to get up off his name. They just trying to scrape the pot. You know what I mean? They just trying to scrape the pot for the last little bit of clout that's left, man. Boy, these girls, boy, they'll set you up for failure, gang. You know, man, look, they gonna fool around and get that man cremated, huh? They gonna fool around and get that man cremated. They gonna have his real lady not even want to have a funeral for him, because she don't, you feel me, don't get her spiteful in her hard time. Now she gotta raise these babies by herself and all that. You know? Like, he not going down with the big dogs, you know what I'm saying? He not going down with the big dogs in history. Like, and for Atlanta, I feel like he at least had to put himself up on the board for Atlanta. You understand what I'm saying? Like, how could you say he not up on the board for Atlanta? What's up with it? How speaking volumes, dog? That certain people not showing love, man. And maybe it's down to the genre I'm in, or the rappers I'm following, the people I'm following, man. I'm looking at cats like, bro, how you acting like you don't know Rich Homie Quan passed away? You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't appreciate that niggas not taking the time out.
Subscribe.
Rest in peace to the little brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain motherfuckers that it's just like, we lost somebody. We lost one of us, whether you make the type of music or not. That a person make, whether y'all in the same category, y'all peers, where y'all doing songs together, have to like step to the side for a second. In my personal opinion, when we lose one of us, because I could, whether we make the same type of music or not, I can relate to you. You touring, I'm touring. You got fans, I got fans. Producers send you beats and I create to them. Producers send me beats, I create to them. It don't matter if you create with me or you create what I like, or we make money the same way off of these creations, bro. We still brothers in arms. We still.
Let me get 1 like, 1 subscribe.
And that's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing you gotta know before you go, you can't spell spade without the paid in the middle. SPAIDERPPER.com. Make sure you check out my website. Watch some of my videos. Watch some of these other vlogs. Stream some of this music. You heard? You already know what time it is.
Is because it's still guys that's still going through a lot of shit in reference to what is actually
well, that's
going on.
fucked up. That's why I'm the nigga to support. That's why I'm the nigga. That's why I'm the nigga, bro. If you got bombs, drop a bomb for me, please, bro. Hey, that's why
you know what?
Hey, look, it ain't whose fault is it? Whose fault is it?
You ain't got no hands. Oh, facts. I come through like a big dog. Facts. My OG saw me pimp talk. Facts. My op was talking big talk. Facts. Now his forehead got a big hole.
in the creation process of the album Country Grammar, it was a lot of guys. I mean, probably about, like, without exaggerating, 25 guys, okay? For that whole album of Country
I'm from
Grammar.
St. Louis, man. The whole St. Louis know these stories, and I don't even want to focus on them, to be honest with you. I don't be talking about them niggas, because them niggas don't be talking about me.
Right.
So you feel me? This is my time, so I don't even want to have a story. But
here's the catch.
If Nelly took his shit, from this, because he not doing the shows, he got his royalties taken. I'm just trying to ask you, is that what you saying?
That's what I'm finna tell you. That's what I'm finna break down. According to the credits of that album, Nelly wrote all that shit. According to the credits of that album, Nelly wrote all that shit. According to the credits of that album, Nelly wrote all that shit.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
There was no other names that was listed on some of the parts that Ali absolutely wrote. Kiwan absolutely wrote.
Yeah,
Murph
we know that. I'm from St. Louis. We know that.
So that's that. But this was in 2000. Okay, we done fast forward 20-something years, and now we saying, man, so what the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? This same attitude mentality has never been gone. No fucking word, bro. This is the same attitude today. In other words, with the same beef that we was having with them guys over there about this mine, and them guys over there this mine, and them guys over there is mine. The same attitude is the same attitude now. The only reason why don't nobody speak on it is because a superstar is a superstar, and he could get whatever you pay for. The only problem is if you don't ever want to pay. So then what do? You steal it and get sued. And that's what a lot of that bullshit is going. But no, not so much as to reflect back on the bullshit, because you're right. You know, I mean, I know.
Like and subscribe. Let me get one like, one
stealing
subscribe. Who stole what, bro? We gotta have a conversation off here, because I need to know directly what you said. So Ali had to steal the music back. Is that what you saying?
No, he couldn't steal. Ali can't steal nothing.
I don't know. I don't understand what you're saying, though, because we can't really keep it funky. You feel me? I can't read between the lines.
Good.
My mind ain't made like that.
Okay, cool. No, that's good. That's good. Because then I know.
I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna be
confusing me because you ain't putting the address on it. You feel
right?
Me? So you
and the only reason why I'm not putting the address on it for real is because it's still guys that's still going through a lot of shit in reference to what is actually going
that's
on.
Fucked up. That's why I'm the nigga to support. That's why I'm the nigga. That's why I'm the nigga, bro. If you got bombs, drop a bomb for me, please, bro. Hey, that's
you know what?
Hey, look. It ain't whose fault is it? Whose fault is it?
Yeah, hey, basically what he's saying.
Hey, whoever showing fake love to whoever ain't my motherfucking fault. It ain't my fault if y'all don't like each other. It ain't my fault if y'all lied and y'all blew it up in the face. Then get out the way so the real niggas can do what we got to do to make this shit straight. And that's what was killing niggas.
That's what it was. And it's always been that same thing. You see what I'm saying? That has always, like, one thing about that part, it has always been that same energy.
It's the same
all the way through it. And it ain't never, even with the same shit. So in other words, the whole thing got fucked up out the gate. Okay. The whole thing got fucked up out the gate. Okay. The whole thing got fucked up out the gate. Okay.
SpadeRipper.com. You can't spell spade without the paid in the middle. SPAIDERPPER.com. Check out my website, you heard. Check out my music catalog. Some of you heard. I'm sure some of you love the catalog. How y'all feeling tonight? Like, comment, subscribe. Y'all want to keep going? What? We can keep going. We can keep going all night.
up? It's your boy Spade Ripper. We back. Hey, yo, first and foremost, put some respect on my mustache. It's your boy, the original People's Champ of St. Louis, Spade Ripper in the building. Like foster children, you understand? I'm scrolling through this internet, yo, I seen some wildness with oh boy Lil Yachty, man. And before I even talk about this, I'm just gonna say salute to Lil Yachty and give Lil Yachty a round of applause just for being who he is and doing what he do. You know what I mean? Cause yo, you know, here on my channel, I do be showing love to the ghostwriters, and I have recently found out that he was writing for Drake. He be having some records on Drake, you know, with the Kendrick Lamar beef and how reference tracks and all that start coming out. You know, so I got to put some respect on his mustache because, you know, I do salute the people. Yeah, I see Lil Yachty, he going through it with his crew, the Concrete Boys and all that. I guess he got the podcast with one of his partners, Mitch. That was funny. He got Key Glock on the episode, and then I guess Mitch kind of really disagreed with him, and I guess Lil Yachty didn't like that. Shit got real quick, you know. He like, you know, turned on his man's like, Mitch, like, nigga, you ain't never had no job. What you talking, you know? Had Key Glock sitting there looking stuck, you know, about the situation, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I can't even lie, yo. Yachty, you was kind of wild for that, but, you know, you was keeping it all the way funky. You know, Mitch, you got to take some responsibility, too, because he really your boss. He your partner, but you're not looking at it like he your boss. You really disagreed with him, and that was clearly out of protocol that he went snapped on you, you know. So then, you know, Lil Yachty go live, and he talking about like, you know, I done put $300,000-$400,000 in this nigga pocket, and I'm only starting the podcast to get my homeboy a platform to eat. I ain't got to do all that, you know. And Lil Yachty said he ain't appreciate that Mitch ain't jumped on the internet and squashed all that on Twitter. You know, he took too long, man. He's always saying, yo, Mitch, you should have been told him, man. We was just playing a whoop-wop, you sitting back letting the shit happen. At the same time, though, Yachty, your homeboy Mitch ain't a celebrity yet and ain't used to the limelight yet, so you didn't give him the orders to do it. But Mitch, you ain't got no forward-thinking mind in this shit, and that's obvious, man, because you really put yourself in the cooker. You got Yachty in a situation where he don't even want to work with you no more, and that was your bread and butter gang. And I see that you tried to get on Twitter after the fact and say I was just playing to have your little paragraph, bro, but you was a little bit too late, man. Dog, you need to make that right with your homeboy. But Lil Yachty, you kind of did blow up on your mans too. Y'all should really get that right. That shouldn't really be the end of y'all, in my opinion, because both of y'all really could take some blame in that relationship, you know, because you did kind of turn up on him, you know. And Mitch, you ain't proactive, man, and you're not a chess player. You're not thinking, you know, from the sky cam gang. You gotta wake up out here, bro. Everything you clearly spoon fed. That's why Yachty mad at you right now, because $300,000-$400,000 for your friends gang, like, nah, you that ain't regular. You know what I'm saying? Yachty is a hell of a person. He truly sent by God, you know, if he bless you like that. But yo, then the other member, the chick out the Concrete Boys, Caribou, I see she leaving the group. Lil Yachty said he was trying to let her live, but then, you know, apparently a waitress at the Red Lobster, you know, jumped on the Twitter or something, posted some shit. Caribou got recognized in the restaurant by a worker, you know, so they asked her why she left the group, and she said she was getting bullied and they being mean to her. Played the victim. Now, she done took these pictures with this girl and she done posted them all online and told the story about what Caribou said, you know, so naturally that pissed Yachty off, you know, so, you know, Yachty jumped on the internet, turned up on her ass, you know, and Caribou, you super whack, because you should not have nothing to say, because here come Lil Yachty come to the internet, and then he exposed the reference track to the Off the Radar freestyle. Now, we thought you was dope for a second there, Caribou, but we see Lil Yachty is really the one with the sauce, and he was giving you sauce and giving you a career. You know, y'all people really have y'all nerves to have anything to say when somebody really putting you on and putting you on your feet. So, you know, Caribou, your name Caribou, we gonna boo you today. We booing you thumbs down, because that's super whack. You shouldn't have had nothing to say. Lil Yachty put you on, you could have moved on, kept it nice, kept it cordial, and it sounded like you really was gonna need some raps again one day. Now, don't come out now and say they did no wows. You the one who manifested all of this whack stuff, yo. You really biting the hand that feeds you, not showing, paying homage to, you know, who really put you on your feet. Lil Yachty said you like 900,000 in the hole. Somebody spent $900,000 on your career. That is not regular. You should not have nothing bad to say to somebody who feel like you worth spending $900,000 on. And the fact that he wrote your shit, you in the casket, like wrap you up, pack you up. You know, I don't know what you're gonna do now. You gonna come back to the internet get you another ghostwriter. What you doing? You might as well go get on the next season of the Bad Girls Club. You might as well go start your OnlyFans or something, because I don't think we interested. We barely was interested in the first place. But you're not a grateful person, and that's obvious, man. Hey, shout out to Lil Yachty though, man. You love the sauce, and you put your people on their feet. So I can salute that. I can respect that, you know. Put some respect on Lil Yachty mustache, man, because he's a hell of a guy, man, and his actions and deeds speaks for himself, man. You got to know how to read between the lines with all this and see who really real and really fake, you know. And it's dope that you put your people in position like that. Word, salute to you. One thing y'all gotta know before y'all go, you can't spell spade without the paid in the middle. That's SPAIDERPPER.com. Make sure you log on, check out my videos, stream some of my songs, watch some of my interviews, you know. Go watch a couple episodes of the podcast, you know. I'm definitely in the building like foster children, like always. It's your boy Spade Ripper. You already know what time it is. One.
Oh yeah, we cooking.
Oh, facts. I come through like a big dog. Facts. My OG saw me pimp talk. Facts. My op was talking big talk. Facts. Now his forehead got a big hole.
Hey yo, it's your boy Spade Ripper, man, the original People's Champ of St. Louis. Hey, look, check it out, man. I think somebody trying to steal one of Sexy Red records, right? I've been looking at this on the internet, man, and there's something weird going on with this record. I wonder if she hip to it, and if she ain't, man, I hope she figure it out and figure out who the worm is, man, that'll do something like this. Look, so check it out. Sexy Red just dropped this record. It's called You Know What to Do. I guess it officially came out on September 5th of 2024, right? So the record hot, but see, Sexy Red, she be previewing her records while she in the studio, man, you know, and I really put some respect on her mustache for doing that, because especially female rappers don't be doing it. They be, you know, getting rolled for, and you know what I mean? Sexy Red be, you know, showing you them joints. Them records be out 30 days later, you know what I mean? 90 days later at the max, she be working and dropping her records, you know what I'm saying? So boom, she go live, you know, in the studio, and I believe what they did was recorded her on the live or recorded the record from off the live or something, because it don't sound like a crispy master copy. Now, first they dropped her record on a page called Sexy Block. Now, it definitely had a picture of her as the avatar and all that, but now that the official record out and I go back to that Sexy Block page, it's missing. So, you know, she might have got that one erased. I don't know what's going on. I'm just saying all this.
Subscribe.
Now, see, somebody done double back.
Let me get a like. It
Uploaded
don't cost nothing. It's free.
On this page on YouTube, and it's going under Ghetto Princess, but it's Princess with 3 S's on the end. You know what I'm saying? So the Ghetto Princess page have uploaded her record, and it's still low quality, but they changing the tempo of the record where they speeding it up in certain sections and slowing it back down. In certain sections, it's probably so, you know, the algorithm don't catch it and read it as a copyrighted song. You know what I'm saying? Now that the record is officially out, you see what I'm saying? So they're probably trying to duck, you know, the algorithm. They're probably trying to duck the record getting blocked. And whoever doing this, I would probably imagine they a DJ or got some kind of DJ sense. At the minimum, they gotta have some kind of studio sense as far as from an engineer standpoint or something. Or like, what is it that gave them the sense to slow the record up, speed it down, speed it up, slow it down, speed it up, slow it down, to I guess kind of trick the computer so it don't read the copyright. You know what I mean?
They took that shit down off the internet.
They dropped her
too.
version of You Know What to Do on August 18th. And they say the main artist is Ghetto Princess and the lyricist is Julian Myers. And it's a topic page auto-generated by YouTube. So they done had this faulty version out apparently since at least August 18th, and Sexy Red dropped an official version of this record called You Know What to Do.
Let me get a like.
September 5th. So it's something weird going on, man. I think somebody trying to steal some of her streams, steal some money. Sexy Red, get on top of that. If this ain't your people's, or, you know, if this don't sound right, if you don't know nothing about it, then it's time to get to the bottom of that. You know what I mean? Because somebody doing something weird, you know? And you got to be a whack person to want to steal from a woman who making money for her kids and her family and stuff, gang, regardless of what y'all think about it as a person. Y'all don't know her as a person, man. She out here on the grizzly getting money for her kids and her family, man. So you really a scumbag, man. If you're somewhere trying to pirate some money from this lady, man, y'all need to get it together, man. It's the original People's Champ St. Louis favorite. Yo, like, comment, share, subscribe.
That's why I'm the nigga to support. That's why I'm the nigga. That's why I'm the nigga, bro. If you got bombs, drop a bomb for me, please, bro. Hey, that's why I'm Let me get a like. Let me get some likes on the video. Let me get some likes on the video. Subscribe to the channel.
I like fucking with artists that can be their own artists. Like Chris Cuddy out on the tour right now. I'm playing that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no niggas just being on stage with me. I want artists. You know what I'm saying? Spade Ripper is a motherfucking artist. You know what I'm saying?
SpadeRipper.com. Can't spell Spade without the page in the middle. Get acquainted with my music. Check out my website. SpadeRipper.com.
Yeah, what's going on? Your boy Spade Ripper in this bitch. Yeah, I'm back in the building like foster children. What's really going on? Put some respect on my mustache. Lovely, lovely, lovely night here in St. Louis. The city active, you know what I'm saying? Everybody outside. Everybody in the park. You know, I had to get out and lurk. That's what type of time I be on, man. We had an ill little show at Pop's nightclub. This past week, Stevie Stone passed through. Montana 300 was supposed to be on that joint, but he ain't show up for whatever reason. I had to see Stevie Stone, Frizz, all my good guys, you know what I'm saying? But yo, I'm sitting here zoning, you know, doing my little internet thing, how I do my internet thing, you know, looking for the next topics and all that, man. And I had an idea, man. I want to bring one of my homeboys up. He got a pod that he be pushing called the Run Your Mouth radio album. That's on YouTube also, but I'll let him tell y'all about that. He a DJ. He's from Kansas, and you know, he's an artist also, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna let him tell all that. I don't really like telling nobody's story when they in the building like foster children. So man, I'm gonna go have a homeboy up, man. And it is the one and only DJ Mad Moore.
Well shit, it's your boy Mad Moore. What it do though? We are out here like the atmosphere. We are everywhere like the motherfucking air. You
all right, let me ask you a true or false question. This is how I want to start this, all right? It's true or false? KRS-One is one of the greatest rappers of all time.
True.
True or false? Has KRS-One ever lost a battle?
Never. He threw a whole fucking nigga off the stage, goddamn it. What you talking about?
KRS-One threw a whole nigga off the stage, so he never lost a battle, ever.
Threw PM Don whole ass off the stage. He put Nelly at, that wasn't even no, you know, him and Nelly, that wasn't even.
It wasn't even what?
It wasn't nothing. It was just sparring. You know what? When him and Nelly went at it, it was kind of like during the time, kind of like now, where Nelly was kind of like a Drake a little bit, and KRS-One was kind of like Kendrick Lamar. You can kind of push that level like that. But they battle wasn't even, you know, back then, niggas, yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm glad you see the foreshadow of where I'm headed with this, because I would say that if you make a song at me and I make a song at you, we beefing, we battling. That's the end. There's no about it. Either we getting it on or we not. If I diss you and you dissing me, we dissing each other. Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Mad Marlon agrees that if I diss him and he diss me, then that means that we're battling. and we beefed because I dissed Marlon in the song, and then Marlon replied to me in the song. So that would be his response. So where is it that people go wrong with admitting that KRS-One lost to Nelly? Is it because it's Nelly?
Who the fuck said that? Who the fuck said that?
Did Kendrick Lamar beat Drake?
Fuck yeah, he beat that nigga head off. He beat the
Okay. I'd like to ask you another one. Did LL Cool J beat Cannabis? I think we got it. Did LL Cool J beat Cannabis?
No.
So Cannabis won.
Yeah, to me, yes.
Cannabis won to you. So Mad Marlon is saying in his own personal tally score.
I speak for the culture. I speak for the hip hop heads. I speak for all the niggas that's dedicated to born and raised in ciphers. I speak for the niggas who stand in ciphers and spit freestyle.
The general synopsis is, if we look this up on the internet, that LL Cool J won. Why would that be?
Fuck the general synopsis, nigga. We talking about the barbershops and street corners, nigga. Oh, goddamn general synopsis.
No. That's a cop-out, Bad Marley. I'm asking you a direct question. Tell me why. Don't say, what's the reason? Because it's not real? Or
I'm thinking you saying if we go to the internet and see what the internet say. Nigga, Cannabis beat LL just off pure lyricism. He ripped the nigga to shreds lyrics. The only reason people say LL won because LL was the Drake of the time. He was the popular artist, the bigger artist. But LL's response to first round knockout, it didn't do it. LL was the veteran. But Cannabis, he was that new young blood, bro, and he ate him. He ate the GOAT.
For myself, I'm a Cannabis fan, and I actually bought the album and all that. And I would like, I guess in my personal book, I would probably put Cannabis over there too, but I'm a realist. And I understand that in reality, hip hop, every battle was won off popular vote. Popular opinion is the gavel of battles. Popular opinion is. So
to be honest, to go way back then, I damn near don't, we didn't even have, for one, we didn't have no internet. So I don't even think the popular opinion was even being pushed on us like that. I don't even think it was. I think the popular opinion back then was more organic than what it is Kendrick Lamar and Drake shit. The popular opinion is not organic now. It's too many internet. It's too much internetism. It's too many internets.
Yeah. And I would say that we had a popular opinion. We just got it from a different sources, meaning Source Magazine, Double XL, Blaze Magazine, Murder Dog Magazine, the radio stations. Do you remember listening to the two songs that rappers made about each other back to back on the radio station and then calling the number to give your vote?
Not here in KC, nigga. They wasn't that advanced like that back then.
Well, I'm sorry to get some KC gang, but that's how we did it up here in St. Whatever was going on in hip hop is what was going on in black culture in general. So, as a child, I remember calling in to vote on LL Cool J versus Kool Moe Dee. You understand what I'm saying? No bullshit, Marlon. Hip hop is in our bloodline like that here in St. Louis. We really a hip hop city.
Subscribe, we live every night.
For the gunplay though, but this a hip hop city, bro. Like we tied in, we more tied in than.
Cause I ain't produced no multi-platinum backpackers. That's all.
Yeah. We don't produce.
Anytime your city don't produce a multi-platinum backpacker, if you are a hip hop city, it's gonna get overlooked by that clap section.
That's a fair analysis, and you're right.
KC. KC got a whole backpack underground culture where sell out stadiums. Like it's enough backpacker audience here to fill up a whole stadium, but you would never know it if you stand on the corner here.
That's ill. That's ill to know. We definitely got a backpack culture here in St. Louis, man. It sucks that we have to break hip hop down and split it up and segregate it like that. But yeah, I get where you coming from with that.
Us, I know here they used to, back in the day, nigga, they used to call us. They used to say, me and my group, they used to say we had East Coast flow, but that was like low key talk though. That was like cold word talk. That just means that we didn't rap about killing niggas and selling crack. That's all that.
I gotta let y'all know right quick, because you can't spell spade without the paid in the middle. That's SPAIDERPPER.com. Make sure you hit my website. You can see all my videos. You can hear my music. See where I'm streaming at. You can get in touch with me through social media. Follow me on all the social medias. I need y'all to like these videos, subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Follow my channel, go watch my other vlogs, and put some respect on my mustache, you know what I'm saying? And I'm in the building like foster children. Everybody clear the pavilion. It's time. You already know what time it is.
Come through like a big dog. Facts. My OG saw me pimp talk. Facts. My op was talking big talk. Facts. Now his forehead got a big hole.
Hey, bro, this why this drill rap shit, wow, boy. You get to listening to one of these niggas, boy, next thing you know, that nigga do not exist no more. Boy, I just got hip to 800 TJ. I just got hip to 800 TJ, bro. I'm sitting here bummed because once you look at one of the drill rappers, now you look at King Von, then his algorithm gonna start feeding you all of them other little niggas in the other little blocks and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, if you like him, you might like these niggas, they killing shit too, you know? Man, they done got me on 800 TJ. I'm looking at 800 TJ, I'm looking at the videos and shit, I'm watching them troll the ops and all of that. Looking at his videos, I'm like, okay, TJ got motion, he got a chance, man. While I'm sitting here the whole time, he been dead since July. I had no idea. I'm just now finding out they already done killed 800 TJ. I thought he was in jail. I thought TJ had went to jail or something. I don't know, man. I'm late. I'm seeing they say he stole a gun from somebody, a son, and I guess he dissing the Bloodhound, little Jeff dude, and I don't know, I'm trying to get caught up, man, because I ain't even know, man, they done killed 800 TJ been dead since July. I'm sitting here bumping, I'm watching the lives and all that, and it's sad because who do you go support now? Like, who is the money going to? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, these niggas don't be having no website, nothing. I can't go buy no t-shirt to support them or nothing. You know what I mean? This shit crazy.
That's why I'm the nigga to support. That's why I'm the nigga. That's why I'm the nigga, bro. If you got bombs, drop a bomb for me, please, bro. Hey, that's why
You ain't got no hands. Oh, facts. I come through like a big dog. Facts. My OG saw me pimp talk. Facts. My op was talking big talk. Facts. Now his forehead got a